All right, Matthew chapter 7, verse 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon the house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And every one that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon the house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. You need to build your house. Of course, this is your spiritual house that Jesus is talking about. You need to build your house upon a rock. Now, we find out that Jesus is the rock. Don't let anybody tell you that Peter is the rock. No, Jesus is the rock. He is the Messiah, the Son of God. He's the one you build your house upon. You don't build your house upon some church or some church building or on some pastor. Those are all sinking sand. A church can get corrupt. A pastor can fall and get into sin or be a false prophet. You also cannot build your house upon trusting in yourself to be faithful to the end. And that's what you're trusting in, to keep your salvation, that you're going to do it, because you are sinking sand. You better build your house upon the rock. Now, I know I'm going long, but when I was up in Michigan, I had a coworker, and he was not a believer. And we got to talking about Bible things. He said, Bible, it's just not right. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, it says in there that you should it's better to build your house on a rock than on sand. He said, I don't agree with that. He said, I've built many houses, and he said, I built them in sandy soil. And he said, the drainage is just so good. And he said, it's a lot better structurally than building a house on a rock, because you got all the water issues, freeze-thaw cycles. I don't know. He went in all kinds of stuff. And I looked at him. I had to think about it for a minute. I looked at him and I said, let me ask you a question. I said, when you build these houses in this sandy soil, I said, what's the first thing that you do? And he said, what do you mean? And I said, isn't the first thing you do is to dig down and pour a concrete foundation? He said, yeah. I said, are you not building your house upon a rock? He said, I never really thought of it like that. So, the Bible, if you just want to not believe this Bible, you can come up with some crazy beliefs and be blinded by just obvious truths.